What's up? I'm the Calcar 131, and this is the Modern Warrior Project T2 target.
Begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left cross.
Fuck, my bullets.
Bottom right low. Deep. Nine. Multiply one by one. Lowest blue number.
That's gonna be an issue.
Add 2 plus 3. Red cross.
So when it comes to the shooting world, it seems that command style targets tend to be like a love or hate sort of thing. I will openly admit I haven't done much research into it, but that's just the way it seems to me. And the Modern Warrior Project T2 target here is my first foray, I guess you could say, into command style targets. And I actually really like it. So what is a command style target? This, basically. So with normal command style targets, you either need to come up with which ones to shoot for yourself, kind of takes away from it, or if you have a buddy with you, they can tell you what to shoot for. One of the things that makes Modern Warrior Project so great is they have a little QR code down there on the bottom. I'm pretty sure that will lead you there as well. But on Spotify, they actually have a playlist set up of strings of fire that they have done themselves, which is to say, somebody from Modern Warrior Project recorded random versions of random targets for you to shoot at. And that is exactly what a command style target is basically meant to do. So there's a really cool picture on the product page for this, which you should be seeing right now. But it really shows like the sheer number of ways that you can be told either by a buddy or through their through any of their pre-recorded messages, pre-recorded strings of how to shoot a single target. So like just take K10 here, this one right here. You have color, green, you have shape, diamond, you have 10, they could say 10, they could say 5 plus 5, they could say 2 times 5, they could say even diamond, because the other diamond, where is it, is an odd. This is even diamond. They could do K, they could do kilo, they could say shaded diamond, because as you can see, all of them on the right side here are in a shaded zone. All of them on the right are on a white background. They could say 6-inch diamond, because it says right here, just take my word for it, it says it, but left side are all 5-inch shapes, right side is all 6-inch shapes. So there's, I forget what they said. I want to say they said like 16 or something like that, different ways that you can call each individual target. And what that does is, one of the things that really helps practice or helps you work when you're doing this is mental processing, you know? So like, for instance, in like a self-defense-esque scenario, new information is probably going to come available in milliseconds very quickly as the situation unfolds. You need to be able to take in that information, decide what to do, and then actually act. Mental processing, basically. That's one thing this does. You set up on target, and then you wait for like the command string or whatever on Spotify to tell you what to shoot for. You have to listen for what it says, you have to process what it says, you have to find it on the target, and then engage. OODA loop, the OODA loop, basically. Observe, orient, decide, act. That's basically what this helps you practice or work. And when you're just sitting on a flat range with just a IPSC silhouette target, you can't really practice that because it's an IPSC target. You know where to shoot every time. A-zone, or if you want to shoot for the head box, then head box. But, and I'm not taking away from that. Those are very useful, obviously. That's why they're so common. But I think command style targets, if you use them in the right way and understand what they are, they can be useful too. So I already went over mental processing, sort of processing new information and then deciding what to do with it. There are some other things though that you can work on with this target. One of them being draw speed. In several of the intro clips, and you should be seeing some right now, you can see that I was simply reholstering and then drawing for every single string of fire.
Purple circle. 2.
So draw speed, not only draw speed, but reholstering. That's something else that just drawing in general and reholstering is something this, if you do it like that, can practice or work very well. It can really help you get used to second nature, just drawing and then reholstering, because every single shot you're drawing and then reholstering, okay? So draw speed, transitions, and this could be weapon transitions or target transitions. So I have another one set up, it's off screen for you, but it's right over here. You can set up 2, and then you'll have to decide which string of fire you want to go for, because on the Spotify playlist, they have different intervals. They have 12-second intervals between each call out. They have 10, they have 6, they have 5, they have 1-second intervals. So decide what's best for you and how fast you can go, but let them call out white triangle, which would be right down here, the U5, white background triangle. So you would let them call out white 5 or white triangle. You would engage that on one, transition, engage it on the other one. You could do it with weapons as well. You could have a long gun and holstered pistol, white triangle, boom boom, transition, and then engage the right target or whichever one you want to do with your sidearm. It's another way you could do it. You can work straight accuracy. If you want to back these farther up and you want to do slightly less speed, but you want to be more accurate, because these are going to be, as they get farther away, the targets are smaller. One cool idea I have yet to actually practice, but it seems like it would work, I don't know why it wouldn't in my head, is practicing flipping with a magnifier. So have one up close, have one farther away. My main rifle right now has a red dot and a magnifier. So when it calls out a target, engage the close one, flip over the magnifier, and then engage the farther away one. Basically, what I'm getting at is this little rant, or this little stage here, is saying that as long as you're creative, you can practice a lot of different fundamentals with the Modern Warrior T2 target. It does seem to me, it is made of paper, but it does seem to be made of a slightly thicker paper. It's still not like cardboard or anything, but it's a little bit more durable, I would say, than just standard paper. It does have 1.5 inch standoffs here on the side for target stands like this. There's not really a whole lot to say about this, guys. I'm kind of struggling for more content to beef out this video, so it's a little longer. But there's not really much to say. It's a target. And as long as you're creative, you can practice any number of different fundamentals with the Modern Warrior Project T2 target. Now, what do they cost? They cost $3 each, and as you go up 10, 15, 20, 50, 100, whatever, as you go up and get them in bulk, you do get discounts. So you should be seeing that on screen now. But do I think it's worth it? Well, worth is something I can't really say for you. I don't know what $3 is worth to you. But I will say, I think it's absolutely worth it. It's not really that much money. Get like 10, and then they'll last forever, because as long as you can still see K10, the color and the shape, you can keep reusing it. It's not like every time you shoot it, you have to throw it away, depending on how much you shoot at it, I guess. The only gripe I have about it, really, I wish Modern Warrior Project would occasionally come out with new strings of fire. I want to say there's like a dozen, maybe a little more strings of fire on that Spotify playlist, but it would be nice if occasionally they would come out with just occasionally, like every once a quarter or once a month, something like that. Just one quick little new string of fire, just so there's even more variation. I don't feel like that'd be too hard. All you're doing is coming up with some random string of fire, recording it and uploading it to Spotify. But that is one thing I wish they would do. But as of the recording this video, it doesn't seem like they have in a long time. So basically, what I'm getting at is the Modern Warrior Project T2 target is a very, very fun, and if you do it right, useful, I think, command style target. So if any of that sounds like something you'd be interested in, click the link in the description and head on over and check out the T2 target. If you enjoyed the video, you found it entertaining or informative, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Tell me in the comments below what you think of the T2 target. Do you hate command style targets in general? If you do, tell me why in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. I am the Car 131, signing off.